And we are live. Hey everyone, welcome to this week's live stream. I see we already got people hanging out in the chat. Let's see here. Let me go to the chat. Good evening, yours truly, Chris. The long hair says, you gonna review ours? If we have time at the end, we had a whole application system, but if we have time at the end, we just might review your website. I love the long hairs. If you guys have ever wondered, like, what is this logo on this hat? It's the long hairs. Now, let me address the elephant in the room. You're probably like, why does Christian sound like a smoker? And it's because I'm having a lot of sinus trouble today.
He's
so
not feeling so
I am really sorry about my voice today. I may have to excuse myself for some tissue breaks throughout the stream. Yeah, sick, literally.
Yes,
literally sick. But I did not want to reschedule this stream because I know that you guys have been patiently waiting, very excited to get your websites reviewed, and the world of YouTube just doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Like, just because I have sinus trouble right now doesn't mean that everything stops. So here we are attempting to review your websites. But before we get into that, I think there's a few important
things that we have to do with every stream. We have to light the candle and pour the drink. So today
the ritual.
Today we have a nice evergreen garland candle.
Yes.
From the same family as the other candle that you saw last week and the one that's featured in the thumbnail. Because we didn't plan ahead. That's what you get. Different candles. Continuity matters, everybody. And then Christian, tell us about what are we drinking today?
Yeah, so we always look for an interesting, exciting drink, and I cannot talk. I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
We were like, what's the drink this week? What is it? We've had apple cider. I guess that's all we've had so far.
We've had apple cider. We did water. We did.
Yeah, we did water once. But this week we wanted something Christmassy, and Matthew said, I've never tried eggnog, and I was like,
I think I've probably had it one time, but it's been a long time. My family has never done eggnog, so I've never had eggnog that I can remember.
Yeah, so I said, hey, you've got to try eggnog, but more importantly, I'm not really a dairy guy, especially with all this mucus and stuff. I did not want more dairy, so we got, what do we get from the store?
We got oatnog.
Oatnog, the most millennial thing ever. Like, they had almond nog and oatnog, and we were like, okay, oatnog is probably like more millennial. You go to the coffee shop and you're like, can I get this $6 drink with oatnog? Yeah. Robert Richardson says, no, yuck. Yeah, we're gonna try it. I've never tried it before.
I've never had real eggnog either, but we're suffering together if it's bad. So.
This is made in Canada.
Made in Canada.
Yeah, we're both Chobani shills. We
are Chobani shills. I've had a yogurt addiction. I think is the best way to describe that. I've been eating yogurt for many years, and I usually would get just either the store brand or like the Yoplait, but I decided to go all out and get some Chobani lately, and I realized that I actually really loved it. So I've been buying Chobani yogurt ever since, and so I think it's fitting that we have Chobani brand oatnog. So shall we try it?
Let's try it. Let's react to it live. So we got, let's see, is it 8 websites today?
Yeah, we have eight websites to look at.
We have
a few more that have been sent in to us. If your website is not featured and you sent in an application, then don't worry. We will get back to you about your website, and we will find another time for you. But due to time restraints, we could not get everybody in this week.
What?
All
what do
right,
you-
we're gonna try this. It has an interesting aroma.
Now, full disclaimer, my taste buds are a little bit off because whenever you're congested, it's just like I think we all know how it goes. My taste is a little bit affected at the moment.
Yeah.
So
Here you go.
I would trust Matthew's review probably more than my review. But
I don't know how thrilled I am.
let's
about
try
this, but
it.
we're gonna try it. I like it.
It's good. It's
I actually really like it.
it's yeah.
It's very soft.
Yeah, I will say, I've tried almond nog as well, like the almond milk version of eggnog. I think the almond nog tasted more like eggnog than this does. But again, my taste buds are a little bit impaired. Also, this is just thinner. So I think the almond nog was superior, but hey, I'm enjoying this. This is great for the stream. So, shall we get into it?
Yeah, we'll
with
get
our
into the
first
websites.
website.
Yeah. Tell us about who sent in our first website.
Yes. So, for our first website, we have Nick, and Nick says, "This is a mortgage broker website. I would love to know your thoughts on design, speed, user experience, flow, call to action, SEO, anything you would do differently to improve things. Thank you." So, here is Nick's website, and right off the bat, I have to say this is clean. And one thing I noticed right away was the action button in the bottom right corner where it says want to chat. That's pretty
Oh,
smooth.
they can't see that. Let me.
There's, oh yeah, we're blocking it. There we
There
go.
you go.
So that's really cool. I like that there's several options to reach out. Very slick call to action in itself. But overall, I think this website is very nice. I am partial to it because it's Salient, my favorite WordPress theme ever. I think it's a really rich website. Like if you roll over the header, that's something really cool.
Wow.
When I looked at that, I was like, okay. And the section under the main hero section on this page, they're all linked to different stuff. So if you scroll down,
You sound like you need a tissue.
yeah.
What were you talking about?
If you scroll down,
This section.
These are
yeah.
all-
Here, I'll get this far. So,
Yeah.
Each one of these are called light boxes, but each one of these are linked to an actual page. So we have the mortgage home buying process. There's a page for that. If you go back and see the mortgage walkthrough guide, there's a link for that, and we got a nice little page and a call to action for that. The only thing I noticed right here on this page is your download now button doesn't seem to be totally centered in this column here.
That's a good catch.
That's a super easy fix though.
Yeah.
Then we got the mortgage calculator. The button does look aligned properly there, and then the home loan options. And just, yeah, I mean, these pages look really clean. And hey, wow, this is awesome. You got conventional FHA and VA loan types, and you even have links that go into there. This website took a long time. I'll
Yeah,
tell
this
you,
took a lot of work. This is very well done.
This is a lot of work.
And look at the slick bar that just slid in, the call to action bar.
Yeah, I'll make it so you can see it there better.
For
yeah, download home
now
buyer's
goes
guide.
right to that lead magnet page. Very smart. I honestly I don't have a whole lot of feedback for this website. I mean, this is like an example of what to do with your website.
This is a
great.
really clean, solid implementation of Salient. This is like, it's as if the developers themselves were building the website. I'd
Yeah,
say it's
this
very,
looks
very
like a
good.
demo theme,
Yeah.
like a demo page within Salient, like that in a good way. Who does it have a credit of like? Well, I guess Nick is the one who made it because he submitted it, but
Yeah, it just says mortgage team on it. So
yeah,
This is a really slick footer down here too. They really Nick has done a really great job here. So
Very well done.
very well done.
Well, shall we get on to the next site?
Yeah. If you are in the chat and we're talking about your website, or if you're watching the stream and we're talking about your website, feel free to pop in questions in the chat and we can answer them live about your website.
Yeah, totally. Take advantage of this. If you're watching as we cover your site, jump in.
And if you are, I guess this doesn't help if you're not watching, but we are posting all the replays of the stream in our Discord server, Krayler.co/Discord, so you can watch the feedback over again. So.
Totally. You can hit us up with questions there as well.
Do you need no Phoenix? You sound like you do.
It
sounds like you've gotten worse.
My nose blocks up as I talk, and I don't want to blow it on stream because that's just gross. But
yeah,
the only solution is I have to dip out temporarily while Matthew does his thing here. But we can get going on to the next one.
I wonder if Nick used the global sections. There's a part of Salient that you can create sections of your website that are applied globally, and you can control it from one area. I'm interested to know if he did that here with this call to action, because we've seen it on a lot of the pages here. That would be a really smart way of doing that, is creating one section and just saying, in every single page, put it right before the footer, because like the call to action is usually going to be the bottom of the web page. So that seems like that would be a smart way of doing that. So who do we have next, Christian?
Yeah, so next we have Marius. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Or he says Marios for on-stream name.
Marios.
So this site is in Greek, but he told us to use Google Translate to translate it to English. So no problem. We can just quickly do that.
We got Cookiebot. I'm going to just do that. Yeah, cookies. We love them.
I love cookies. I'll take a cookie. We need to get a P.O. box so people can send us cookies. So this site, it looks very clean. The thing I noticed about it was it's not very info rich. It's very product centered. So, I mean, first of all, credit where credit is due. It looks visually great. I think it fits the brand well.
It looks really clean. I like the choice of font. You don't always see a font that has kind of that, programmer-y, like console type look. I like that. I'm a fan.
Yeah. Very clean. I like the way they feature each type of wood they have in stock. I just noticed that the whole website is about the wood. It's like in the weeds. It's like, hey, here's every type of wood that we offer, but I want to know about your business. Can I get stuff delivered? How many years have you been in business? Yeah. Like what's the why behind your business, instead of like, oh, here's all this product and that's the only thing I see.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with what this business exactly is, but if you're doing business to like consumers, like average regular everyday people, I would probably like to see a section that was like frequently asked questions. Like,
yeah,
information like that is it's very common that people go and look for that type of those sections that they're if they have a specific question, because that's so common across the web that people have begun to be trained to look for stuff like that, which is great. You can use that to your advantage. Let's see here. Yeah, YTC says, I love an about us when it comes to business sites. Yeah, that's one thing that's missing here is just a great about us. How did this company get started? I wish I could try to pronounce that, but I would probably botch it. I'm not a good.
Excuse me. Whenever I have congestion like this, I start laughing and it like turns into coughing. So it's rough, guys.
Don't worry. I got it. I got it.
Matthew has my back today. Oh.
Did you have any specific notes about this?
No, other than what I discussed about content, just like storytelling for your business. But other than that, visually this site looks great. A really
Ooh,
good,
I like
really
the
good
maps
job.
down here. These are nice.
Yeah.
I'm assuming these are real places. So yeah,
Yeah.
looks like we got pictures of lumber.
Yeah.
So man,
Really cool.
it's so wild to me that there's somebody all the way across the world in Greece
Yeah.
that
Who
sent in a
watches
website.
Crayler Made.
That's cool.
That's
cool.
really
It
cool.
blows my mind every day.
So cool.
So, all right, what's our next website?
So next we have Richard. He's going by Rick. I'm sorry, I gotta look at the on-stream name. But Rick, I saw Rick in the chat earlier. He said, "Good morning." But we've got Rick with his site M4 Links Tech.
All right, here we go. We'll go ahead and load it.
So item. Oh my goodness, my voice. Item number one that we noticed. The site is broken when the OS is in dark mode.
Okay. I will go ahead and take it out of.
So first, because we both use dark mode all the time. So when we first visited this website, we went, "Oh, that's really broken." But then I thought, okay, let me try to disable dark mode and then see how it looks, and it looks a whole lot better. So it looks solid in light mode. You definitely want to get that dark mode problem fixed right away because a lot of people are going to be using dark mode on their Mac, or I think even Windows supports it. If Byte were here, Byte would be like, of course Windows supports it. Byte's a loyal viewer who always pokes at us for our Apple loyalty.
One thing that I'll say that I just noticed off the bat is that the entire content of the page is covered by. We just had the notification pop up here,
Yeah.
and then we have the email pop up here, and then we have the cookie banner on the bottom. So like
Yeah.
I cannot see the focal of what's behind any of this.
Yeah, that's a
because
good
of all
point.
these banners here.
Yeah.
If the email pop up was on like a delay, like after you've looked at the website for like, I don't know, 30 seconds, then it pops up. That
Or
might be
make
better.
an exit intent pop up.
Or an exit intent, which means that as soon as I mouse over the toolbar up here, it'll recognize that and then it'll pop it up at that second. But
Yeah.
that just kind of it removes the like accessibility of, oh, I see a headline, I'm gonna go read that,
Yeah,
So-
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So one thing I noticed when I clicked into an article, this is really an improvement more than feedback, but I would love to see like a reading progress bar. Okay, so wait a second. So it looks like there's actually so that's like counting up, like a timer saying, I think you can read this all. So that's kind of a fun element. I would love to see a progress bar as you scroll. So if you want to go to my website, craylermade.com, and sort of show what that looks like, you can see up here in the top bar, you see the purple that as you scroll, the bar sort of fills up. That's personal preference. I kind of like having that on websites. I think it's like, oh, how much is left in this article? And because your website is article first, like you are a news website, these are the little types of details to pay attention to. The other example I had was I would like to see maybe continuous scrolling. So if you go to a site like CNET and you scroll, like it loads the next article and the next article after you get to the bottom. So it's almost like the autoplay next video on YouTube, but for article form on your own website. Yeah, you can see like he got to the bottom of the article, it just keeps going. And I think that would be a kind of cool aspect of your website. Let's dig
Something
into
else
this.
I notice here is this logo feels kind of out of place here. We have this dark gray blue color right here, and then we have a purple logo. And it's really small. Like I've zoomed in, but like if I'm all the way out here, I cannot really tell what that says. I can tell that it says M for links, but I can't tell that it says the home of tech news unless I like
Yeah,
get
yeah,
close to the
that's
screen.
good.
So
That's good feedback.
that's good.
We've Rick is present in the chat. He says, "Okay, I will that." So, yeah, Rick, if you have follow-up questions to what we're saying, feel free to drop it in the chat. Do we want to take a look at some of the other pages?
Yeah, what other pages should we
Like
look at?
YouTube. So I noticed under YouTube review, you hype up, hey, we have a YouTube channel. We do reviews. That's great. You should be promoting that on your website. But I don't even see a link to begin with. Or if I'm missing it, there should be a big obvious button, or even just put that menu button, link it directly to your YouTube channel.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I guess this is the link.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you just maybe had like a watch this on YouTube or something like that, like a button or something. I don't know. Because if I go to this page, I'm probably going to expect to have a bit more information on this page, and it's just 3 sentences basically is all you have here, and then there's no distinct call to action for like you should click this button and we'll take you directly there. I'm like, okay, you run a YouTube channel, but I'm not exactly sure where. So on the contact page, Christian, I'm just reading his notes because he went through and looked at all these websites before the stream and had some very specific notes for everybody. He said that there was see here. He said there was a spelling typo on the email address. I do see that. There's no physical address here. If you don't have a physical address, it's probably best just to leave off this little box here. And I don't know if this phone number is correct or not, but you may also want to get rid of that. I have another note that's not in your notes that if you have like a public-facing support email like this, you probably want it to be like a custom domain email address. So
Yeah.
like support or like contact at m4links.com, and you can get services like that for pretty cheaply. I know private email hosting is what, like $20 a year.
$15 or $20 a year. Namecheap
Yeah.
private email hosting.
Namecheap private email hosting offers that. You can get it from other providers. There's some that are free. There's some that are paid. I would recommend going with a paid solution because you'll get better like spam protection. Well, in the sense that you won't get spam, and whenever you send emails, they will not go to other people's email spam. So
Yeah.
that's good things to look at. What else do you want us to look at?
Yeah, so Rick asked for, in his comment, he said, steps to increase my website speed, simple SEO technique. So if you wanted to increase your website speed, you can always look at caching plugins like Lightspeed Cache. There's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of free ones. I don't have a particular one I'm partial to. I use Cloudways web hosting. They include a cache called Breeze. But assuming you're not using Cloudways, you could probably use any free caching plugin like Lightspeed. I would set up Cloudflare if you don't already use it. You may use it, I'm not sure, but if you don't use Cloudflare, set up Cloudflare. It's totally free. That'll help with the speed of your website. And for SEO, I highly recommend Yoast SEO. Now, the key to SEO with a blog like this is you have to optimize each post for your you have to optimize each blog post with proper SEO techniques, and Yoast will help you do that. So as you write your blog post, Yoast will say, hey, can we get the keywords more often, or can we get an image, or can we get this? It'll sort of like coach you to make your post SEO friendly, and I think that's going to go a long way.
All right, is that all we have for this website?
I also noticed on the About Us page, there's sort of some awkward padding at the top. There's like a lot of dead space. So maybe we could get rid of that.
I see. Yeah, there's all this negative space is what you would call that.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Also, the staff, there's no name listed for anybody.
Yeah.
So that would be good to get that corrected.
Yeah, these don't look like the links work either.
Yeah.
I'm looking. Whenever you have in Chrome, it'll show you what that link goes to on the bottom left of the screen. I can kind of show you what that looks like if I drag the window up. Yeah, if you look in the bottom left there, it'll show you when you hover over a link what the URL is, and none of those are going to anywhere. So.
Okay, Rick says I'm using Rank Math now. Looks like that's a free SEO plugin. I would try Yoast. I mean, Yoast is free as well. I've never paid for Yoast. Give it a shot. See what you think.
Yeah, you just have to think. You just have to, think and sleep SEO, like in the sense that you write the article to get the keywords that you're trying to reach. Like there's a fine line of inflating the article with unnecessary keywords and actually providing value and using keywords at the same time. But you can go read like lots of popular news sites and see kind of an example of that, of how they have those very crucial keywords are in the actual article content. That will go a long way, as well as backlinks, of course. So
Yeah, for sure.
So, what's next?
So next we have Scott, and his business name is pronounced Tenzoni Tech. Tenzoni Tech. I have to get that right. Scott included the pronunciation for us.
Tanzania. That's incredible.
Yeah, this is a very clean looking website. It's a Wix website.
Uh-oh.
Hey, I don't have a problem with Wix.
You don't have a problem with Wix?
Matthew has a bone to pick.
I kind of have a bone to pick with Wix, but hey, maybe it's great. Maybe it works great.
Matthew soiled his shirt. That's what he gets for trash talking Wix.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
I just spilled some water on me while I was drinking.
This is a very clean, straightforward site. I would like to see maybe a little bit more interesting visuals, like a video background on the hero section.
I think the hero section is this section, right?
Yeah, I think that would go a long way, maybe. Just like a little looping video background. Maybe a richer call to action at the bottom of the page. It's a little bit just... It doesn't really catch my eye.
Yeah.
I would like to see just a background image or... and the other thing I noticed is that an appropriate call to action for a tech repair site? Like, yeah, maybe you're going to reduce e-waste by repairing your device instead of replacing it, but is that going to get me to click the button? Like, my computer's broken.
Yeah.
Reduce e-waste and help nature? Like, what's going to get me to say, oh, I want to fix this broken computer or tech device? I don't know if that's the angle to take.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely my feedback is we need some more pretty visuals for sure. Like these services panels here would probably do with some little icons or little like basically pictures of what that is, like virus, maybe like a little virus icon. Smartphone repairs is easy. Put a little smartphone there. Troubleshooting problems, maybe like a little, hammer. I mean, like the icons that you see all over the internet and all over user interfaces. Kind of think about what do they mean and how can I use that to my advantage to get people to better understand what they're looking at. So like software installation. I mean, like that would be really easy to have like a picture of maybe a disk. I mean, that's pretty typical for older people that are not as familiar with the latest generation of technology. Software used to come on disks. I love that you have testimonials. These are very powerful to have testimonials. The only thing I would probably do is maybe find if you could get like pictures of the actual person that gave those testimonials, and if you do that,
Yeah, pictures definitely are helpful for testimonials.
Pictures just are helpful for testimonials, and then I would probably just have a little bit more space so I can see more of the testimony, because it's so much blue space on the left and on the right, and you really want to focus on that testimonial because I think that's pretty powerful. So
I do like how easy you've made it to book or pay for services. So if I go to, well, I clicked the wrong button, I click book now, but on your services and pricing page, I like how simple you've made it to just pay for your service. You're very transparent with your pricing. People will appreciate that. You can just go straight to tune up $50, pay now, goes right to your payment processor. So very good job making that intuitive. Scott, I think you've done a fantastic job on your website. As always, there are things to tweak and improve on, but overall, I think you've done a great job.
yeah.
All right, I think I need some more oat nog.
More oat nog?
I'm always the one on the live streams who goes, oh, can I get some more of that drink?
Yeah, I have all the stuff over here. Who do we have next?
Next up, we have... Oh, I'm going to try my best to pronounce this.
Looks like it's Vanille.
Vanille. I believe it's Vanille.
Vanille.
And
Welcome
he
to
is
the
submitting
stream.
his website. Now, my first thought was, I think this is a proprietary website. I think our friend Vanille may have custom coded this.
Oh, yeah?
It's not WordPress, and it's not Wix, it's not Squarespace. It looks like it could be custom coded.
Okay.
So, props to Vanille for this, because custom coding a website is not easy. So
Nope.
that's cool. One thing I noticed right off the bat, you have a dark mode button, but it doesn't switch with the OS. Obviously, his Mac is in dark mode right now. I think it would be cool if it could follow the OS on that, as the 2 sites ago, the M4 Tech site, how it followed the OS with dark mode and light mode. I think that would be kind of cool to take advantage of that. Like the last site, this seems, or 2 sites ago, again, like M4 Links, this seems very blog centric. So I would like to see maybe a reading progress bar, maybe continuous scroll to the next article. Great job with the table of contents in the right sidebar. I really like that. You could just click right to different sections.
I didn't see it. That's slick. I
Yeah,
like that a
that's
lot.
really cool.
I just didn't see that. If that was on the left side of the page, I'd probably be much more likely to take notice of that, because I was just looking at all this content here. So
Yeah.
go back. It seems like you have a lot of like self-help articles here. like how to get started with, for instance, DigitalOcean, like how to spin up a droplet. Like these would be really, really well done if you could have a little bit more spacing with the actual text here, because I feel like it gets lost with these ginormous images. The images are great. Don't get rid of the images. I just think that you maybe need a little bit more spacing or maybe some bigger text. Kind of like work with it to see how you can make this stand out, because this is important context to the images here. So
Yeah, absolutely. I would agree with that. The other thing I noticed is for the resume page, I would love to see an actual website version of this. Having a PDF resume is great, but I'm a believer that you should have a web form of your resume that's a little bit more interactive. Maybe you can have some fun animations. Then you have a link on that page to download the PDF resume.
gotcha. Yeah, that'd be cool.
The other note I had is your contact page appears to be broken, at least when I tested it.
Contact page. Ah, yep.
But you are using Cloudflare, so great job. Cloudflare, epic. Every site should use Cloudflare. It's free.
I say this site is pretty smooth.
It's solid.
It's very solid.
very
It has
good.
good bones. I think you've done a great job with the articles here. I love having the read time on it. That's a very good tactic. I think it seems like it's kind of a hub for you as a person, like a personal website. And so I wish I could see more of who you are instead of maybe a little bit less of the blog aspect here. So maybe like a hero section, and then having some posts below. But overall, pretty good.
Yeah, very solid.
Who's next?
Excuse me, guys.
Excuse us.
So next we have, is it Gensis? I think it's Gensis is how we pronounce that.
Gensis.
Yeah, so next we have Gensis, and Gensis asks, they want to know whether the content is high value and to know what changes are required on the template, font, layout, and everything. I'm a complete beginner to blogging. All right, well, we can help with that.
Yeah. Well, here's the homepage. So we can see this is powered by Neve, which is a free WordPress theme. It's a great theme. It'll get things done. But the thing that I'm really missing the most on this website is color.
Yeah.
It's very plain. And I mean that in the best way possible, because there are websites that are generally more plain, but like they have some like good unique fonts and different text elements. But this one is very just, there's text on the page and it's not very interesting. So I think you need something visually in this hero section, which the hero section is always going to be on the homepage, top of the homepage. I think having maybe some images, maybe of you yourself. You know, if you had a logo, I'd like to see that up here in the top here, having Genesis logo. The tagline there is great. Christian music. I think that's what this guy does. Looks like he has song chords and tabs and stuff. This is great, having a message statement, a mission statement. This is a great thing to have. It's very plain on here. Also, there's not enough padding on the bottom here. This kind of runs right into the footer. It kind of feels like there's more page there, but there's not. Maybe some more padding as well. Moving on to some of these other pages, we have the About page, which is, again, just very, very plain and standard. I would like to see maybe like a history of Genesis. What are some things that you do? This is very direct, this statement right here. but it doesn't exactly. The long hair says the nose blowing. LOL. I'm sure they can hear. This
You
mic
probably-
can pick it out. This it's a lot of.
Yeah, this mic it picks up everything. I have been trying to like not be obnoxious, and when I need to get stuff out, go as far in the studio as possible.
You should shut the door.
Yeah, we need like soundproofing on the bathroom door.
Yeah.
The long hairs, they're enjoying this stream. I love it. They're hanging out tonight.
I wonder.
Love it so
I wonder if
much.
you took their hat off. It took the hat off if they would just leave. I wonder
Yeah,
if the only reason they're here
is it all for the
they have
repping the
they have a big
merch?
ego and they like to see their product being featured.
No, hey, it would be, while you guys are watching, I'd love to interview you someday on the stream because we want to talk more about e-commerce and stuff. So these guys are Shopify gurus. But anyway,
Richard says he can try the Bloxy theme.
yeah,
I've
I
never
don't have
tried
experience
Bloxy.
with Bloxy, but I definitely want to check it out. So here's one thing, Genesis, here's one thing that I want to say. I can see your passion behind this website, but what's the why? Like Matthew was saying around the About page. So you want to provide guitar tabs and charts to music, but like, why are you passionate about it? And it looks like you've just got an image embedded in the page. And for SEO purposes, that's not a good practice because it's just seeing, oh, this is a blog post with one image. First of all, from a user experience, there should really be a download button for downloading the image or downloading the PDF. There's no way to do that. So as a user, I'm left to either right click and do save as, which is more of a tech savvy thing to do, or maybe if I'm not as tech savvy, I would take a screenshot. I would love a way to download this content easily. Also, is there a way you could maybe get these tabs in text form? Or some way within your post, even if you still have the image, to have more text on the page? Like, can you include lyrics to the song? Are there things you can do to get more text on that page for SEO purposes? Because clearly your passion here is, I want people to visit my website because I want this to be a resource to them and to help them play the song. The only way they're going to find this is through Google. So what else can you put on the page, or with each post rather, to be able to sort of prime the Google algorithm?
I like this example here where you actually have a YouTube video of, I think you're playing this song here.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
very
having
great.
that here. That's very interactive. Google definitely shines brightly on links that are to itself. So this is great here. This little download base tab. If you could have that for all of them, that would be great. Like download guitar tab, download bass tab. That would be really, really smooth. And like Christian said, maybe there is a more interactive view of or presentation of having this information on the page, because if you're somebody who is not as tech savvy, they're gonna have to make the page bigger like that,
Yeah.
and just sit with the page open and they're playing their guitar or whatever, and it's also not super readable because it's that light gray color on the white page. So definitely some sort of way to make those more interactive and pretty. So,
Totally. Overall, I think it's a good start.
yeah,
It's
an excellent start. You have good bones.
yeah.
So
Great job taking advantage of the free resources of WordPress. WordPress is free. Neve is free. Like, you don't need a high budget to start a website, and that's a perfect example.
yeah.
All right, moving right along. Next up, we have Mendel's Photography. And
Mendel's
it
Photography.
looks like
And this website.
Mendel's Photography has submitted 2 websites.
Gotcha.
This is the first website. So
Camp Gan. Oh, I'm yawning. Camp Gan Menachem. I am not Jewish, so I am not familiar with these words that are not familiar to me. So
yeah. So right off the bat, you need a hero section on your website.
yeah,
There
definitely.
I come to this like landing page and I'm like, you want to go left or right? But before I go left or right, what am I looking at? What is your camp? What does it offer?
Yeah.
Can I see a picture? Can I see a visual?
Yeah, so I'm guessing this website is about the camp, but then it has these links right here in the top of the website that go to photo albums. So I'm Mendel's Photography. I'm guessing you do photographs. I'll just no, I'm not gonna sign in to Google. That's a problem because I shouldn't have to sign into Google to
Yeah, for sure.
to access those.
So I think you're getting at something here. Is this meant to be like a portfolio?
Right. If it is, then maybe having it in this format where the domain is literally the name of the camp, maybe you need maybe these photos need to be on more of a portfolio website. But
Yeah.
if this website is about the camp itself and what you want to provide as like the camp itself, I'm guessing it's some sort of activity, a day event or something. Let's look at the about page. Yeah, it's a day camp for children during the summer. It's located in Brooklyn, New York. So it's like a day camp type thing. I would like to see more information about that because looking at this website at the homepage, it's not evident what it actually is. I can think of there are camp. There's another camp that I'm familiar with that they are. They do day camps. They do overnight camps. This is kind of what their website looks like. You see, they have a big hero section, and then they have information about the camp itself. It's got nice pictures on the camp property itself. Different events and things that they do. Like you see how like colorful and rich this website is, and that kind of tells the viewer kind of what the camp is about, and we don't really see that here on this website.
Yeah.
Assuming that's what the website is about.
Right.
Well, I'm not very clear what it's about.
Yeah. No, I think that's good feedback. Just if it's a portfolio, show us pictures on the first page because it's a portfolio for photos. If it's about the camp, we need a whole lot of info about what's the experience like, what does the camp look like, and that needs to be right on your homepage.
Yeah, I just looked, and this is a WordPress site, and the great news is WordPress handles media really, really well. So if you wanted to upload those photos directly to the WordPress media library, that'd be a great way to getting those photos actually on the website instead of having to go to Google Photos where you actually have to log in. And there are people that don't have Google accounts.
For sure.
They would never be able to look at those. So
yeah.
Did they have any questions or things that they wanted to know, have us answer?
They just want to know how good is the UX and UI.
Yeah. As for UX, it's straightforward, like the buttons wise, but I think it definitely needs some more organization for knowing that these buttons go to photos.
Yeah.
It's not like these buttons go to information about these divisions.
Right.
So, which is what my mind would think clicking on these. So.
Well, our last site of the evening is another Mendel's photography site.
Great.
They submitted 2 websites.
Wow.
What a champ. So this one is a Divi website, which is a WordPress theme. Love Divi.
Divi is great. Divi's excellent.
So one thing that I would say about this site is I would ditch the slider.
Ah, yes, the slider. Why would we ditch a slider? Aren't sliders the best thing since sliced bread?
They used to be. Sliders used to be the thing for hero sections. But in all honesty, sliders slow your site down. They often don't work well on mobile. And I just think they add too much clutter.
Yeah.
You know, because we got a video background that's going on one of the slides, but like not all of the slides. I don't know. Your boy's gotta take a tissue break here, so we'll see if Matthew's got more feedback. I'm gonna try going in the farthest room.
Yeah, go all the way back there and shut the door. Do you have tissues?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, sliders. Don't do them. If you ask any web developer, they're going to tell you that sliders are no good. It's all about where the viewer is looking, and whenever you have the picture changing so much like that, it's very distracting. And maybe they're like, I wanted to read that information about videography, and it goes by so quickly that I can't read it. Not to mention, it's not very readable with that picture, with that video going behind it. So, it's solid start, and I do like having the video background here because that would really lend well to your vision. But it's definitely a solid start here. We'll look at the About page. Looks like you don't have any content on the About page. That's okay. You've heard us talk earlier about kind of the content that we would be interested in seeing on an About page. That's like the history, kind of what you do, frequently asked questions. About pages are great hubs for information, and that's what people are going to be looking for on About pages. Looks like you have a blog. Honestly, I don't think you need a blog. You just want to do photography, don't keep the blog around, because a blog is going to be a lot of work and hassle to maintain, and it's not really a big draw for people whenever they're coming to find out about your photography. If they want to hire you, they want to see pictures and examples of what you do as your portfolio. Again, it looks like your contact page is not here. Contact pages are real simple. You can find some great examples out there. Looks like we have some. That's your home page. So your home page link should be right here instead of all the way over here. It's like you have an alternate home page as well, which is typical. Yeah, sometimes people have duplicate home pages for, like, if you wanted to save something or do something over, you want to recreate it. And so I would just make sure you don't have that listed there once your website is actually live, because it looks like you're still developing it. So and then services, this is great. I would probably keep I would either make this page more info and picture rich, or get rid of it altogether. Also, this is videography is misspelled. There's no videography, or there's no A in videography, or at least right there. I'll show you how it's spelled. That's how you spell videography. So the general, not sure what this is. I'd probably get rid of that's probably the categories. That's probably what that is.
Yeah.
I would get rid of general. And search, I would get rid of the search button.
Yeah, search is on websites these days.
Yeah, we don't need search. Also, the logo right here, It's very, very
Yeah,
small.
that's some good feedback for sure.
So, what else did you have about this?
That was all. I mean, I didn't have. I think you did a good job comprehensively looking at everything. But looks like we got a lot of action in the chat. Genesis says hi. Thank you very much for reviewing my website. You are welcome. We are almost ready to wrap up the stream. Now would be a great time to go join our Discord server over at Krayler.co/Discord. It's free. And after every weekly live stream, we are doing an after party on Discord. Why should you be excited for this? Well, the after party, while this is a small community, you're actually going to be able to turn on your camera and mic and talk to us. It's like a giant group FaceTime call or Zoom call. It's a lot of fun. So go join. It's free. I'll put a link in the chat. Krayler.co/Discord. But before we wrap up the stream, we have a special website to review.
Special website.
The Longhairs, the legends, they have asked in the chat if we could take a look at their website. And because they are close friends and legends, how could I say no? We gotta check out their website.
You know, I'll just come right out here and say this. I don't get dudes with long hair. I just don't get it.
Hey now.
I think they're weird.
Don't bite the hand that's feeding you. That's what I'll say.
Ooh, all right. Yes, boss.
Nah, it's all in good fun.
All right, you take me through the experience of being a buyer of long hair product.
Yeah, so the Longhairs use Shopify. This is an e-commerce store. So the only e-commerce store that we get to review tonight. The product is front and center. I mean, talk about a hero section. Like, hair ties for guys, the legendary product from the Longhairs is right there. I know this is sounding like a QVC episode because I just like their products. But in all seriousness, I mean, this is great display of the products. We got reviews right here. We have photos of the product, which is cool. I wonder if maybe we could get photos of the reviewers. Like, hey, here's a dude with some lettuce, and here's the dude with lettuce using the product.
You might be looking for like a more of a testimonial section because these
Yeah.
are dynamically pulling from the actual listing page themselves, and 99.999% of people that go to a website to leave a review are not gonna create an account and have like a picture uploaded to it. So I probably look for more of a testimony section that you have. Like, you ask some people that have like frequent orders in your system and say, hey, you seem to really like our products. Can you write a testimonial for us and we'll give you like a $10 credit? You can do that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, hey, they got over 17,000 reviews. That's impressive.
That's awesome. I would still like to see these here, but testimonials would be great too, to see some people, some dudes with some nice long hair. So
Chris Anderson's hating on the man bun.
Please, no man bun.
The Longhairs call it a highball.
I tell you, I've been friends with you for many years. I think 13 years or more.
Yeah.
And I have seen you when you had no hair.
Yeah.
And I've seen you when you had long hair, but have never seen you with your hair put up until a few days ago when I was like, Christian, I have to see you with your hair put up, because I think lately you haven't done that much.
No, I haven't. This is my look. Hat, rocking the lettuce, just like this. This has been my look for a while, but yeah, the product pages do have photos of the people.
Sick.
All right, let's check out the
test
product page. All right.
Hey,
That's slick.
there you go.
I like that.
Yeah, that's great.
A little action for Chris Anderson.
I love it. Wow.
That's impressive.
That's
There's
great.
a lot
I
of
love the
a lot
front-
of reviews.
The thing I love most about when I'm purchasing something, the thing I look for the most is for real world product photos.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have your marketing department do all your like glamorous, photos here, but you're like, yeah, Photoshop is a thing, Lightroom is a thing. What does it actually look like on real people? And that's why I love pictures like this, because you can actually get a sense of what it looks like in like with crappy phone cameras. You know what I mean? Like that's for me is a huge value add, and that's excellent that y'all have that here. And yeah, you can see them attached.
You know what I love? Go up.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going.
Uh-huh.
In the stock, ready to ship. That
Yes.
is very 2020 and 2021
I
friendly.
love how the green has a little glow emanating for it.
It's literally it's psychological,
just
but it's
click
like
add to cart. Just
it's
click
like,
it down.
hey,
You can just click it. Don't even worry about how much it costs. Just click it.
it's like order this and it will show up. Like
I don't
'cause
even need
you,
hair ties. I'll go ahead and order some.
also that's slick. That upsell section, did you catch that?
Attachments.
Attachment, yeah. That upsell screen.
I'll do that over again. Oh, there
that
it is. Yeah.
is slick.
Oh yeah, I'll add another one.
There you go. Boom. Discount. That's really smooth. Got your standard Shopify checkout page.
Yeah, I can check out with ShopPay and PayPal, which is amazing. And I can do Apple Pay if I'm on Safari or if I'm on my phone, which love that. I love that.
What do you think of the menu?
Menu. Ooh, I love this font. I want this font in my life. I'm gonna steal it. Just kidding. I won't show you how to do that on stream, but I love that font. I'm a big font guy. I'll talk a long time about fonts, but I love the like simple divider right here, where you have the little caret that goes down, and then you have the little line that's the same color. I love that.
This is like design perfection.
It
Can
is
I
design
just say-
perfection. It just like gently comes in view. It just like accordions in view. Little animation there. I can just like click on it. Oh, I love that how it changes the background. Whenever you click on it, that's so tactile.
Yeah. Check out the blog.
There's a blog.
Yes, there's a blog.
There is a blog.
And this is WordPress. So we just seamlessly went from
Oh.
Shopify to WordPress.
I see. So the navigation is not the same, but the hero or the header here is the same. So click on the blog. How would I easily get back to the store if I want? I guess down here. Just click hair serum.
There you go.
Long hair says, nice, happy you guys like it. Yeah, we're just saying that because you pay us or something.
Nah, hey,
I'm kidding.
I don't get paid from the long hairs. They just make great products.
Yeah, I see the books. That's definitely not a thing. Yeah, this is very clean. I'm guessing you
Great
have,
lead magnet right there.
Yeah.
Good call to action.
I'm guessing you've got somebody on your team that does custom Shopify development, or you have somebody contracted out to do that. But it's very smooth. I like it when people really put a lot of effort into developing a custom Shopify site. So, because Shopify is great and you can do good things with it, but there's a lot of websites out there that use Shopify that just use stock Shopify templates and stuff, and it just doesn't look as good as when you do it completely custom. So yeah.
Yeah, these guys are Shopify gurus.
They got it going on.
They went on Shark Tank, got to deal with Mark Cuban.
Mark Cuban.
Pretty cool stuff. All right. Well, I think that is going to wrap it up for tonight's stream. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Thank you for dealing with congested Christian. I really wish that I was not congested, but I did not want to delay the stream and cancel on you guys. So we will be seamlessly rolling right into the after party at Krayler.co/Discord. It's free to join. You can even turn on your camera and mic, and we'll all be in a giant Zoom call, basically. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Thanks so much for joining in, and we will see you guys next week Thursday at 8 p.m. We are experimenting with some different days of the week to see maybe if one night is better than another night for viewership. Someone pointed out maybe Friday night is not the best time to stream. Yeah. We're going to see. We're going to try out some different times and days, but next week, Thursday at 8 p.m. Central Time, we'll be right here streaming.
We'll catch you then.
Wait. Just for the long hairs. This is like their sign off. Yeah, that's how you say it. It's see ya, but